Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here on the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. Let's talk about movies. Different backdrop today. We are in the office. This is my film bench here behind me, my 35mm film bench. I have a bit of old film here. Let's throw that aside. Today I wanted to talk to you about my 4K review of Cinema Paradiso. This is a film that has been long recommended to me. Whenever I would tell people I worked as a projectionist in cinemas, they were like, oh my god, have you seen this movie? And I haven't, so I decided to pick up the Arrow Academy 4K with the slip there. Let me talk about audio and picture quality. That's what you guys are here about. I mean, the cover art is pretty cool. I've seen different cover art on this one, but the slip is the same as inside there. I will say within this you are getting, there is a 4K restoration of the theatrical cut on disc 1, and there's a 2K restoration of director's extended cut, director's cut, which is on Blu Ray disc. For the purposes of this video, I watched the theatrical cut. So audio wise on this one, guys, you are getting an LPCM mono Italian track with English subtitles there. No issues for me at all. You know, it's nice to kind of hear a mono track every now and again on a movie instead of the, you know, the 5.1 and the Atmos and all this kind of stuff kind of coming and going at you. Nice and simple, and does the job exactly as it should. Now, picture quality on this one, as I mentioned, it's the 4K theatrical cut that I watched here, so this is a really nice 4K restoration. Looks good. It's from an original camera negative, which is always good to hear that they've done the restoration properly here on this one. I will say at the start of the movie there is a lot of dark scenes and they look like they're a little over grainy to me. There's a lot of grain in there, and I can see people who are kind of used to crisp, clean, clear kind of 4K pictures kind of like might take a step back from that, kind of saying, whoa, it's a bit like over grainy. I felt the same. A couple of scenes towards the end of the movie are kind of similar, just dark scenes. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's how it was scanned or something in the restoration there. Otherwise, the movie looks flawless, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. I've never seen it before. It was a first time watch, so I can't compare to a Blu-ray or a DVD release previous to this. All I can tell you is this 4K disc that I've watched. It looks fantastic except for those dark scenes. I just wanted to make a few notes about this one, just kind of some fun stuff, in because it's always funny to see kind of projection stuff, working as a projectionist, see it in films and kind of see how that plays out, and like is what they're doing correct, and you know, having worked in the job for a very long time. I will still tell you that the pieces of paper that they jam in, the kind of the purpose of that is to mark where, when you are rewinding the reel here on the bench, that you would find, you know, where they're kind of marking out the kissing scenes. That is a trick that is still used to this day. I used it myself like a year or so ago, more than a year or so ago, because of COVID. Yeah, if you want to mark somewhere in the film, you can just jam a little piece of paper in, and it's a cool little trick to kind of mark a spot in the movie. Splitting the prints in two, where they, you know, the cinema owner can only get one print of a movie, and they're kind of trying to show it in two different places at once, where they kind of show part one, and then the guy gets on the bike and cycles to the other cinema and drops part one and brings back part two. Yes, we have done that, not in two different cinemas, but in the same cinema, where we were kind of short a print for two different screens. We split the movie in two and kind of showed parts 1, 2 and 3 here, then moved it, showed 4, 5 and 6, and then started 1, 2 and 3 in a different screen. So it can be done, but no, cycling was involved in the events I'm talking about, so that was pretty funny. The student teacher kind of connection, you know, with the kid, I mean, yeah, for me, like, yeah, that was a nice kind of a story there. Like, I mean, I wasn't 8 or whatever the kid was when I started to learn how to become a projectionist. I was quite older, so the student teacher thing is really, really cool, because I would have been around a lot of the kind of old timers who were fantastic projectionists, you know, up until they finished. So that was kind of cool for me. And then the ending is just all a bit too real, you know. The cinema is run down, it's closed, it's about to be demolished, and yeah, there's a lot of that happening these days with old cinemas. Like, even cinemas I remember when I was a kid are long gone. So yeah, it just kind of like hit home really at the end. It's all a bit real, as a projectionist and watching this one, Cinema Paradiso. But I do highly recommend. It's one, as I said, it's been recommended to me for a very long time, and I completely put it off, and I don't know why. And yeah, absolutely awesome. Really enjoyed it. Would highly recommend. Jump in the comments, guys. Let me know, what do you think? Have you seen Cinema Paradiso? Have you picked up the 4K? As I said, a little bit over grainy in some scenes, but otherwise looks fantastic, and a nice mono track on that one. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the videos, and comment below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And these folks who are on my Patreon and YouTube membership, they make videos each and every week possible. So huge thanks to those for being members of those. You can check those links out in the description below. 6+ hours of content that's not featured here in the main channel. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one.